สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับคุณดูสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับคุณดูฮัลโหลได้ยินไหมครับมีที่เสียงชัดปะฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลได้ยินอยู่ไม่เป็นไรหรอกไอ้เหี้ยไม่ได้เพิ่มด่าอะไรนะสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับคุณดูฮัลโหลได้ยินไหมครับมีที่เสียงชัดปะฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทเทฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลได้ยินอยู่ไม่เป็นไรหรอกไอ้เหี้ยไม่ได้เพิ่มด่าอะไรนะสวัสดีครับฮัลโหลได้ยินไหมครับมีที่เสียงชัดปะฮัลโหลฮัลโหลฮัลโหลเทเทเทLet's go baby let's go baby let's go let's go let's go ครับรอแป๊บหนึ่งนะครับรอแป๊บขอเช็คสตรีมเช็คอะไรแป๊บหนึ่งนะครับแป๊บหนึ่งเด้อทุกคนพอบทน้อยขอเติมพลังวิเศษหน่อยทุกคนหนึ่งนะพอบทน้อยขอเติม เปิ้ลแม่งอ่ะอย่ามึงรอดูพ่อมดนะแต่ก่อนกูจะเป็นพ่อมดอ่ะกูขอเป็นพ่อขายยาก่อนนิดนึงเดี๋ยวรอมึงครับพ่อมดน้อยขอเติมแป๊บมาแล้วครับ เอาวันน้อยมาแล้วเอาวันน้อยไปเติมมาเสียงไงเสียงชัดป่ะดูไม่ได้ยินเสียงอันหล่อเหลามาเป็นพ่อมือแล้วไอสัตว์มาดิข้ามีนามว่าเจคอบเริ่มแล้วไปเจคอบน้อยเล่นได้ไหมวะเนี่ยไอ้เหี้ยกระตุกก่อนนะเวทของเรานะครับก็คือก่อนหน้านี้ผมเล่นไปใช่ไหมได้เลือกบ้านเป็นบ้านแดงใช่ไหมครับหรือบ้านอะไรแล้วก็ไปเควสมันให้ผมมาซื้อไม้กระทาได้ละไม้กระทาแล้วก็ไปตามร้านที่มันมอบให้ตามไหนบ้างวะเยี่ยมชมร้านน้ำยาของเจพิมน้ำยาร้านน้ำยาไหนวะไปใบเฮียได้ยินกูไหมเนี่ยได้ยินกูไหมเนี่ยไอ้เฮียมีจอเดียวนะผมปรับจออ่านก็หนึ่งนะคนดู
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawman. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? A wise decision. Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory.
เฮ้ยกู
Or
ซื้อสูตร
come
ไหม
back
เนี่ย
another time if
ซื้อ
you're
ไป
in
สอ
a
ง
rush
สูตรเลย
today.
เฮียสูตรน้ำยาซื้อกี่สูตร
I hope to see you again.
ไม่ได้
Farewell
เจอ
for
กันอีก
now.
สำหรับวันนี้ลาก่อนได้ครับเจ็บพินไปนะครับในร้านเดอะเมจิกมิตผู้จับจำหน่ายผลิตภัณฑ์เมล็ดพืชผู้ใหญ่ให้ผมไปทำอะไรเนี่ยมาเกียร์สิทธิ์ผมก็เข้าใจแต่ซื้อปุ๋ยผมพอเลยครับ
Well, hello there. Ah, hello there. Please come in.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor
Timothy,
Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the
ร้าน
Magic
เดอะเม
Neat.
จิกมิต
I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
เจพินยังมาซื้อกับลุงเลยเหรอต้นตำรับ
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
ดูรอบๆ
No
ร้า
one
น
can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Revelio.
รถชิ้นนั้นได้ของครบแล้วครับกลับพักวอด
Protego.
ใช่เลยมาวันนี้
Accio. Reparo.
แพร
Levioso.
เลวิโอส
Lumos.
ลูมอสอันนี้แง่เจ๊ทำไมอ่ะเย็ดวาดรูปไปศาสตร์รวมมีตัดสินเนาะวาดอะไรอ่ะเจ๊วาดอะไรอ่ะตรงไหนวะเนี่ยเจ๊วาดอะไรอ่ะไปนั่งรอคุยเฉย
Accio.
อาคิวว่าอะไรอ่ะเดี๋ยววาดอะไรอ่ะ
Good thing the Ministry banned underage sorcery. Can't trust the young.
The tales of Beetle the Bad. I officially have all of my supplies.
ยังไง
Excellent.
ขวา
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
แล้ว
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now.
เดี๋ยวได้ยัง
Let's see what else we can get up to.
เฮ้ยเจ๊นะครับ
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
ทำไมอ่ะ
And Gringo!
ว้าเดี๋ยวกูไม่ได้ทำสักไอ้สัตว์
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. Accio. Prepare it.
แค่หลงไปด้วยเหี้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ย
Let me open.
เอาไปเอ้ย
Accio. Potato. What was that?
The taste is
Nice lumbering loud. Nicely done.
He's faltering.
อัด
Two more hits to do the job.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยโดนนั้นไงสัตว์แม่จับเยอะๆซะบาริโนโบลัสจ้ะสวยจ้ะขอบไอ้เหี้ยเป็นไงอ่ะแม่งเป็น3ถ่ายรูป
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
อีกไงอาจารย์ไม่ต้องจมเยอะหรอกเถอะง่ายๆซ่อมแซมความเสียหาย
Oh, hello there.
Accio.
A moment, if you would.
ซ่อมไงอะ
I'll go and see what he wants.
Reparo.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
อ๋อนี่มันมีแค่โล่นี่หว่าเย็ดพี่
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
จ้ะนี่อย่างนี้แบบในชีวิตจริงเนาะไม่ต้องเก็บบ้านอะไรเลยอ่ะใช้กระถางเนี่ย
Reparo.
แว่นไหนอาจิวแว่นอันนี้ต้องลากกระถาแว่นเฮียยังไงอ่ะจิ๊บไม่เนี่ยเดี๋ยวสักนิดอย่าต้อง
Potato. Revelio.
มาที่ไหนเนี่ย
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes. In
กิน
fact,
เป็น
for
ดอ
what
ร์
you
ไม่ได้
did
ใช่
today.
ครับกินเป็นดอร์ครับคนดูอะไรมันพูดที่อะไรฉันก็คิดว่านี่คงไม่ใช่การเสี่ยงอันตรายครั้งสุดท้ายของเธอแน่ฉันจึงอยากจะมอบเสื้อคลุมให้กับเธอเพื่อตอบแทนกับสิ่งที่เธอทำในวันนี้กูจะเป็นคนเห็นแก่ตัวหรือไม่เป็นไรครับ
That's very
Jangan
kind of
minta
you,
maaf,
Mr. Hill, but I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
เก่งใจ
Nonsense! I insist! Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
สุดท้ายมันก็ให้ดูดิจะให้กดถามไม่ได้หรอก่อนการให้มันเท่ๆครับคุณได้รับอุปกรณ์ชิ้นใหม่ต่างกันยังไงอ่ะมีสิป่ะมันโจมตี5อันนี้มันแบบตี5เที่ยวดูไม่ได้หรอไม่พอ
If I haven't said it before, it's a
กูขายไอเท
pleasure
ม
to
เอา
assist. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
อ่านผิดเอา
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two.
คนดู
Wouldn't
ครับ
you?
มันมัน
Might help
รี
me
เทปไง
forget
อ่ะ
that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I
Con đùa
agree
gà.
with you.
เอาผมลืม
Three
อ่าน
broomsticks is
เนี่ย
just this
นึง
way.
คนดูครับ
Nice, Ellie.
คนดูเรียกทันไหมวะไอ้สัตว์55 วิคนดูครับดูที่มันเริ่มไหนเนี่ยกูขายไม่เท่พี่อะตกใจหมดแม่งนี่ก็ได้
Repair
ไหน
it.
นะคอนโดกูขาไป
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, we might even meet Serona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
นี่ไม่ใช่นี่หว่านี่กูนี่ไปแล้วทุกคนเอาดีๆเฮียกูขายอะไรไปเมื่อกี้กูขายอะไรไปอ่ะโอ้โหขายของม่วงมาด้วยไอ้สัตว์บ้าบอเฮียจะร้องไห้ใส่ไม่ได้เพิ่มเนี่ยแต่เป็นตามแกเพิ่มแน่เฮียเฮ้ยทำไมเดียวดู ไอสัตว์ชิบหายแล้วขายอะไรไม่รู้เรื่องว่ะผมก่อนต้องห้ามเลยเพื่อนอย่าให้เข้าเด้อขอเล่นภารกิจเรื่อง เจ้าผมคุยไม่จบเลย
All out of the new socks, so if
Revelio.
it's smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself.
สัตว์มันตามกูผมมันตามกูเฮ้ยก็ซื้อได้ด้วยเหนื่อยโอ้
I suspect you have a sharp
เห
eye
นื่อ
for
ยเอา
fashion.
ไม่อยากเล่นแล้ว
Be sure to
เอา
stop
ตรง
by whenever you're about.
น้ำเจ็ด
Revelio.
ของไม่ได้เหรอ
Reparo. Accio.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need
Yeah,
help
whatever.
finding anything.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
เห็นมันเห็นนั่นน่ะ
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
เอาไม้กวาดไหนวะพวกเราเอาไม้กวาดเหรอ
It's a treat to see you, Lord Gok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well.
เสียงผู้ชายเลยสัตว์
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be.
แต่ละตัวอ่านยาก
Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
เดี๋ยวมันจะเบียร์เป็นตลอดกาลอะไรวะเจ๊นี่ตึงเหมือนกันนะเนี่ยเจ๊
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
เดี๋ยวนะภาพมันแตกๆไหมภาพไม่ค่อยสวย
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Arlo.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
โหลมาแล้วเอาใหม่คนดูคนดูเอายังอะไรวะมาพบฉันที่ฉันค้นพบมาพบฉันทีฉันค้นพบบางอย่างในขวดล็อกเก็ตที่เราเจอที่ธนาคารกิงกัดอะไรอ่ะ
Revelio.
I've always said that travel.
I think it's for the best that Kagawa can fly.
เฮ้ยใช่เป็นท่อเลยเหรอ
Just injure themselves in class. Not to say that's not amusing.
I wonder what Kagawa thinks of Quidditch being held. Bet she's fuming.
นี่ทางเข้าหมดเลย
Always something to celebrate.
Revelio.
โอ้ทาง เข้าบ้านโคตรเชยอ่ะเท่เลยอ่ะฉากสวยจังนะ
Revelio.
ศาสตราจารย์ฟิกอย่างกับว่าตารางงานของผมยังแน่นไม่พอทางกระทรวงได้มอบหมายให้ผมจัดเตรียมและช่วยอำนวยความสะดวกให้กับนักเรียนใหม่ที่กำลังจะมาเรียนที่ฮอกวอตส์เด็กปี5เหลือเชื่อเลยใช่ไหมล่ะศาสตราจารย์วิลลิสยืนการว่าพวกเขาต้องการให้มีผู้ดูแลและที่ปรึกษาไปช่วยในการปรับตัวก่อนที่มีภาคเรียนจะเริ่มขึ้นผมจึงขอมอบหมายงานนี้ให้กับคุณโดยพบกับศาสตราจารย์วิลลิสตลอดเพิ่มเติมศาสตราจารย์ฟินิเอตในเจลัสแบ็กอาจารย์ใหญ่โอ้โหชื่อเลยเอ้าเฮ้ยมาเนี่ยกูไม่เห็นใครเลยเมื่อกี้
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
แปลว่าพวกมันต้องการของที่เราเจอในห้องนิรภัยนั่นศาสตราจารย์ครับและรักกับยูโกดต้องการรับ
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But If our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But, sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
เพื่อจะไปตามหาว่าในกระดาษอันนั้นน่ะในแผนที่อันนั้นคืออะไรใครเห็นLet's go baby ไปเรียนเพื่อนเรียนอะไรเพื่อนไม่เรียนแล้วเพื่อนเก็บก่อน
Might some kind soul help me?
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
ชนะการประลองไม้แกสิทธิ์2 ครั้งฝึกไล่คาถาต่อเนื่องกับครูเลนและเทอร์บีให้สำเร็จรอบทำไมฝึกแบบนี้
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student would help me with my
ต้องฝึกให้ชำนาญก่อนสินะโอเคแต่มีแบบนี้ว่ะไอ้เหี้ยที่บ้านกูจะไม่มีอย่างนี้บ้างวะนั่งดูเรื่องนี้หรอดูแล้วก็สักกลุ่มดีกว่าเป็นวิวสวยถ้าไม่ตอบโกรธอะไรครับใครนี่สนุกว่ะสนุกจริงเพื่อนไอ้เหี้ยมันให้เราตอนเนี้ยคือเอาง่ายๆนะเดี๋ยวผมจะมาสรุปเรื่องราวตอนนี้ให้ฟังนะครับคนดูก็คือไอ้เหี้ยตอนเนี้ยอาจารย์ที่มันไปรับเราอ่ะมันเปิดคัมภีร์ในตู้เซฟที่เราตอนไอ้นี้ได้แล้วพูดเรื่องมันนะนั่นแหละมันมีแต่เราที่เห็นคาถาเวทมนต์โบราณซึ่งไอ้ขวดแผนที่ที่อาจารย์เปิดเมื่อกี้มันก็มีเวทมนต์โบราณอยู่มีแต่เราที่เห็นว่าในแผนที่นั้นมันมีอะไรบ้างในจุดสีเขียวเราก็ต้องไปตามหาว่าในจุดสีเขียวนั้นมันคืออะไรเพราะเราอยากรู้ใช่ไหมแต่ตอนเนี้ยเรายังไปไม่ได้เพราะว่าเรายังอ่อนเกินเราต้องไปฝึกก่อนเราต้องไปเอาคาถาไฟมาจากอาจารย์แล้วอาจารย์ก็มาใช้กูต่อยให้ไปฝึกชนะการประลองไม้แกสิทธิ์เนี่ยตามเคสที่มันบอกวันนี้มีนัดตัดเต็มมีนัดดีเกินมีแฟนยังมีแฟนแล้วครับเฮ้ยไม่มีครับโสด โสดครับโสดลูก2ลูก3ลูก4คนเมียชื่อน้ำแป๊บนะครับคุณดูเล่นมันก็เหนื่อยมันก็อะไรบ้างได้นะชานนท์ได้อะไรครับใครครับนี่เหมือนคุณรู้จักผมนะรู้ชื่อผมได้ไงนี่ผมชื่อจาขอบนะไม่ได้ชื่อนนท์นะฟังดีๆนะครับผมชื่อจาขอบนะครับจาขอบใครอยากคุยอะไรมาเข้ามาในดิสได้นะครับกูโคตรเหงาเลยดิสอยู่คนเดียวด้วยเวลาโนเพื่ออะไรอยากจะมาคุยอยากจะมาอะไรนะครับไม่ได้ยินเสียงใครนินทากูอีตัวนี้เหรอฮะพูดอะไรกันนะนินทากันเหรอที่ใหญ่อยู่ข้างๆไม่ยังได้ยินมันอยู่เงียบๆใช่ไหมบอกแล้วมึงควร200จริงไหมครับจริงไหม200ผมเอานะจริงไหมครับจริงหรือเปล่าคุณโกหกหรือเปล่าถ้ามีวิวแบบนี้ที่บ้านนะผมจะทำอะไรนะผมจะนั่งผมก็จะใครโทรมาวะฮัลโหลครับว่าไงครับ
เธอเขาอยากเข้าดิสเธอเล่นเขาอยากไปดูในดิสเธอทำยังไง
นะครับคุณบอกให้คุณพูดให้มันดีนะ
เขาอยากดูในดิส
ผมส่งลิงก์ดิสได้ครับ
ผมบ้านป้าเธอ
นี่แหละไลฟ์สดอยู่นี่ครับส่งลิงก์ดิสให้เพื่อนก่อนนะครับให้ไอ้น้องก่อนส่งช้าไหมครับส่งไปในดิสแล้วอ่ะ ผมส่งไปในดิสนะครับลิงก์ดิสเปิดหน้าไหนครับเอาไปเอาไปส่งดิสแล้วครับในดิสไง
ไม่เปิดไมค์เหรอ ไม่เปิดไมค์เหรอ
ไหนแล้วเดี๋ยวไปกันต่อคนดูเราไป
ไม่ได้ยินเสียงเขาไหม
ได้ยินดิ
จริงเหรอบ้าเอาดี
วิวโคตรสวยเนาะอยากมีวิวที่หลังบ้านเนาะดูดิ
บ้านเขาไง
ไม่มีอย่างนี้อ่ะวิวอย่างเงี้ยอย่างเงี้ย
ในดิสนี้มีใครบ้างเนี่ย
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over
ส
there.
นามหญ้าหอยกา
แค่นี้แหละบ๊ายบายบอกแล้ว
Revelio.
แฟดิวเป็นบอกแล้วภาษาลิบัตเตอร์อ่ะเดี๋ยวแฟดิว
บอกรักยาวเดียวเร็ว
รักกินนะจิบุ
เอาดีๆบอกล้าง
อะไรคนดูอยู่เนี่ยโอ้คนเขาดูอยู่มันจะด่าไงเนี่ย
แล้วบอกล้างน้อย
รักเธอ
พูดให้มันน่ารักหน่อย
Can I help you?
แกหาพี่มีอะไรใช่ไหม
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you,
บาย
that's all I need to know.
บ๊ายบาย
I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing
จะให้แจนเป็นลำชื่ออะไรเราอะไรนะได้ไม่ต้องดูหรอกแม่งเรื่องแล้ว
There you go, boy.
Expulso!
You're better than that!
Accio. Potato.
Mind the one!
หลอนนี่
Come on.
เอาเนี่ยอยู่ดีเมาหลอนเฉยเอ้า
That looks painful.
เอากู
Care to
แพ้
try another round?
แพ้โง่อย่างเงี้ย
Yes, don't count me out yet.
Brilliant!
Confringo!
Potato. Reparo.
Don't shy away now.
Confringo! Sendo!
Potato. Accio.
Levioso!
Expulso!
There goes my way. Accio. Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again. Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Protego!
You're better than that!
Is that all you got?
Find the one!
Reparo.
Leviosa!
Levioso.
Protego!
Accio. There goes my wager.
Protego.
Accio.
Leviosa! Don't try away now. Act like a winner!
Accio.
Levioso. Protego.
Accio.
Levioso.
Accio.
Levioso.
Accio.
Protego. Levioso.
Leviosa!
Accio. Accio.
Protego.
Accio. Accio.
Levioso.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Excellent form.
Leviosa.
Good one.
Leviosa. Accio.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
กระถาไฟได้สัตว์เลยกลับไปหาศาสตราจารย์ที่คิด
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
อ้าวผิดเฉย1-3มันได้ไอ้เหี้ย1-3
Accio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Professor Sharp asked me what the ingredients are for an Might some kind soul help me?
ศาสตราจารย์มาแล้ว
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
ใช่ครับผมทำสำเร็จแล้ว
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
สมาธิ
Concentrate and keep your wand steady. Good work.
เฮ้ยไอ้เหี้ยไอ้ไฟนี่มันยังไอ้นั่นเลยไอ้สร้างนี่จะเป็นอะไรสร้างแล้วเอาเลย
Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
You're getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
If only a new student were to help me.
Let's go, bro. ไม่อยู่ในห้องนะเนี่ยต้องรอ
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckert.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
ต้องรอสรุปก็คือเราไม่ได้ไปจะได้ไปแล้วอีกนานครับ5 ทุ่มแล้วผมว่าได้เวลาควรที่เราจะพักผ่อนหรือยังเล่นต่อไม่ติดหรอกต่ออยากไปแบบสำรวจศาสตร์เวทโบราณอ่ะที่กูเห็นคนเดียวอ่ะตอนเนี้ย
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
ไปคนเดียวเลยสัตว์ว่าพระเอกแม่งรักไปแน่เลยพระเอกแม่งก็อยากรู้เป็นใช่เพื่อนจะขอบใช่เพื่อนอยากรู้เหมือนกันใช่ไหมล่ะยากไปลองกัน
Sebastian, there you are. There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about? I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student. If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
หน้างานเขาคืออะไรไม่ต้องถามหรอกไอ้สัสคือความลับเนี่ยกูไม่บอกใครนะเว้ยมันแบบมันเรียกตอบได้นะว่าเราจะบอกหรือเปล่าว่าเราเจออะไรมาเราแบบเราสามารถแบบเรียนรู้เป็นโบราณได้อะไรเงี้ยมันเรียกตอบได้อะแต่ผมไม่เรียกตอบอะไรเลยอะง่ายๆคือแบบเก็บอะขนาดครูใหญ่กูยังไม่บอกเลยตอนครูใหญ่ถามอะ
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Silent as a grave.
Young. ไม่มีใครเห็นเฉยไอ้สัตว์
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
ฉันจะเล่าว่ามันจะไปตามแล้วก็ตั้งใจกับการเอากับใจนั่นฉันจะไปรออยู่ที่ข้างหน้าทางเข้าข้ามนะน่าจะเจอทาง
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
ก่อนได้โอเคเดี๋ยวจะนี่ร้องไห้แล้วต้องแอบไปเอา
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Goodness gracious, what
The key. Here it is. That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
เสียงอะไรมันกระซิบข้างหูเนี่ยจับอะไรข้างหูเนี่ยอ๋อล่อเหรอ
Ghost, don't let her see you.
ไอ้ผีอะ
Backing up.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about. Quietly now.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Revelio.
เปิดไม่ได้อะ อย่าบังเหี้ย
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
เบื่อไอ้นี่มันเอาสามารถเอาไปถามไมเคิลได้ป่าวะ
Reparo.
course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it! Where might this lead?
Revelio. Accio.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Reparo. Levioso. Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Potato. Incendio. Reparo. Levioso.
ไม่ชินกับว่าเพราะมันมือใหม่
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Potato. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Potato. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
นี่ทำไมกระถาไฟกูไม่ค่อยติด
It is a book after all.
Incendio.
นี่ทำไมกระถาไฟกูไม่ค่อยติดเสียงเบามาก เสียงเบาไปวะในที่สุดกูว่ามาโบราณ
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
รู้สึกไอ้ตัวนี้มันจะลายๆนะนี่
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian.
ฮัลโหล
What
เขาเล่น
will
เกม
your
กับแพง
uncle
แป๊บ
say?
ใครจะนอนยังใครจะนอนตอนไหนเนี่ย เดี๋ยวเขาเล่นเกมเขาก็จะนอนแล้วพรุ่งนี้ตื่นเช้าอีก อย่านอนดึกนะ โอเคเห็นดูได้โอเค
เฮ้ยเนี่ยให้กูไปไหนนะเนี่ยมาไปพี่ก่อนวิทย์อาจจะสนใจที่จะดูตำราที่ฉันพบด้านล่างเกี่ยวกับภาพนี้ก็ได้ฉันควรนำไปให้เขากับเจ้าของโรงเรียน เช้าเลยเหรอเพื่อนดีโนเพื่อนเช้าเลยเหรอไปดิมีคนดีขึ้นแล้วด้วย เพื่อน
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
เราจะไปหาใครก่อนดีแม่เต็มไปหมดเลยหาเพื่อนเข้าก่อนไหมเรียนต่อหรอเน็ตตี้โอเนี่ยขอให้ฉันไปเอาของฉันทำหมู่บ้านหนึ่งให้เอาเน็ตตี้กูไปทำอะไรตอนนอนใต้วะบ้านอะไร
Revelio.
Chinese chomping cabbages terrify me. Something about a leafy vegetable with teeth seems extremely unnatural.
Ugh, what am I missing?
So many interesting things.
ตรงนี้ก็สวยแต่ว่ามันแบบลงกระจกเลยอะกระจกคือว่าแบบเกี่ยวกับแบบผักธรรมชาติอะไรพวกนี้อุ้ยเหมือนในเนื้อเรื่องเลยเหมือนในดูคัพเตอร์เลยนะมันมีต้นที่แบบร้องๆมาเนี่ยมันนะว้าพักก่อนขี้เกียจ
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new core and cut down the soil!
สั่นร้องดังกระตุกร้าวอ่ะ
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time. Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
ระวังนิ้วด้วยนะจ๊ะมันกัดนะโอเคไปผมเดี๋ยวจะเป็นคนพาเราไปอีกโอเค
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. but you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she...
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on. Trust me, you do not want to go... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
I hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
เล่นดีไหมวะเทอร์เรียก็น่าเล่นหรอเล่นไม่เป็นว่ะแต่ต้องเล่นกับเพื่อนว่ะเกมพีก็สนุกแต่ต้องเล่นกับเพื่อนเกมอะไรดีวะกินฮิวเหรอนี่ก็คนเดียวเหงาอยู่ที่สัตว์เป็นยากว่ะเกมอะไรเนี่ย สัญญาณไม่เกินผลเสียแล้วเดี๋ยวเราไปทำยาไปหายแค่นี้ก่อนไหม
เธอจะนอนยัง
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden and
Magical plants have.
to make any
เสียงเบาอย่างวะเฮียเสียงโคตรเบาอ่ะแล้วไม่เสียงพูดเรื่องเบาจัด10 วิสัตว์แม่งเฮ้ยมันเก็บรายละเอียดดีนะเว้ยเก็บรายละเอียดก็ดีอ่ะมันรู้ว่าเรามาพามันต่อยเพื่อนอ่ะครับบอกน้องเมียกันบ้างครับ
I'd like to shop
เสียแล้ว เ
Revelio.
เดี๋ยวง่วงนอนแล้วไอ้เหี้ย
Revelio.
ของฉันด้วยระหว่างทางเก็บมาแล้วอะไรอ่ะอย่างนี้เหรอเนี่ย อะไรอ่ะโดดเรียกกูโดดเรียกกูอยู่มาแล้วแต่จะยิงไง เดินชมวิวครับ
Revelio.
เก็บของไปเรื่อยเอาไหนอะมันแบบกว้างไงนี่
Levioso.
ไอ้บ้านนี้ไอ้บ้านแห่งกริมปะ อยู่ด้านหน้าป่าต้องห้ามใช่เหรอเลี้ยงนกที่มันหัวมันนกอินทรีตัวเป็นเสือมีปีกอะใช่เหรอ
Revelio.
รับรองครับเป็นชั้นตอน
Levioso. This looks intriguing.
อะไรอ่ะจะเป็นเผือกแป๊บ
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
อ๋อมันก็ไม่ไกลนี่หว่ามันก็แบบกินต้องพอดอ่ะเนี่ย
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
การดำน้ำในทะเลสาบคือไม่น่าจะเท่าไหร่
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
ฉันจะไปนั่งเฉยแล้วดูพวกมันทำลายบ้านหลังใหม่นี้ของฉันจะไปนั่งเฉยๆแล้วดูพวกมันทำลายบ้านหลังใหม่นี้ของฉันหรอกนะอาจจะทลายนะที่นั่นฉันจะไม่นั่งเฉย
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Your life ends here. Shame.
Incendio.
Stop that at once.
Leviosa. Incendio.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Perhaps the fight! Close them off!
I'm not going anywhere with
Very
you.
good. You'll take this.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself. Accio.
I've never seen you. Pay for your deeds. Knew you were still.
Incendio. Leviosa.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio! Levioso! Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio!
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio! I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work. I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Revelio. 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 Levioso.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
อย่าเพิ่งไปเรียนเอานอกบ้านเอานอกป่าเรียนขอห้องเลย
Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial? Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. That's that. Settled. Levioso. Potato. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
เฮียนี่มันค่ายนี่หว่าแล้วมันเคลียร์แล้ว
Levioso. Protego. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
เนี่ยกลับเรียนที่ฮอกวอตส์ไว้สัตว์อันตรายเกินต่างกันไงวะเรียนที่ฮอกวอตส์ดีกว่าครับไอ้เหี้ยแม่งป่านอันตรายเกินบอกไปฝึกวิชาฝึกอะไรก่อนเด้อได้กลับมา
Incendio! Accio!
เฮียเจอแต่อะไรก็ไม่รู้แม่งน่ากลัวที่หาย
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
If you're here for my wares.
ผมมาช่วยนะกับลินผมเรียนวิชาก่อนนะครับ ว่า
เล่นเกมอยู่เหรอ
ใช่
ก็จะนอนแล้วนะเขาออกมากินน้ำไอพิมพ์รับแหละ
ใช่เหรอ เองไม่นอนนะ
ฮะ
เองไม่นอนอ่ะ
นอน
นอนเท่าไหร่
อยากจะเข้าไปเลยนอนแล้ว
ไม่อยู่ไหนนะ
นั่งแล้วบอกว่าออกมากินน้ำกินกล้วยด้วย อยู่ตรงนี้นั่งอยู่ตรงนี้
เลิกคุยกับใครอ่ะ
นั่งคุยกับใครเลยเธอ นั่งออกมาหาอะไรกินไม่ทำลาบ
เหรอ
เออ
ไม่เจอ
ไม่แล้วพรุ่งนี้ไม่มาเจอแม่เขาจริงเหรอเธอเขารู้สึกว่า